Welcome, collective. Good morning. Hope you all are doing well. For some of you here, a wish is about to be fulfilled, something you have been working so hard towards. The amount of energy you've been putting into yourself is about to pay off with a wish fulfillment. So, with this new moon, total solar eclipse happening today, this is a prime ripe time for your wish fulfillment. So, welcome everybody. We're about to do an energy check and see how things are looking for the collective. Again, this is a collective reading. It's covering a lot of people in one chunk. So, whatever resonates, you take, whatever doesn't, leave it behind. So, what we are seeing here is that in the energy for some of the collective, you have been working really hard towards something in your life that you have been wanting to manifest, wanting to bring to life. And a lot of the challenge has been coming from this resistance happening in your life through working and navigating through these wounds that you have and diving into those areas. And it has been painful. It has been immensely difficult. And there have been times where you felt discouraged, that you felt that you weren't making any headway. But I'm here to tell you that in this reading, the cards are saying that you have been making headway. Don't allow yourself, and here's what the warning is about, because when I saw that card, it came out very clear that the warning is about stop putting your mind into that space that you are not achieving things, that you are not progressing forward, because you are. And Spirit is here saying, absolutely, you are putting the work in, and a wish is about to be fulfilled. Whatever that wish is, I don't know. For each person, it can be different. But this wish fulfillment is coming through someone or something. It is coming through someone who's going to be coming in, or some situation coming in that's going to be kind of like out of nowhere, unexpected, and it's going to be quite a surprise for you. And you're going to feel like it just came a little too easy. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to feel like it should have been a lot harder to obtain this. And again, a lot of times that's the mindset you're in, right? You probably come from a lack mindset. So you think everything takes a lot to get it. And this is going to feel like it came a little easy. And the warning here also is don't think that way, because what's going to happen is if you think that way, you're going to miss the wish fulfillment and you're going to miss out on that abundance coming your way. And rely on your intuition, rely on your discernment to be able to identify this wish being fulfilled and what's coming towards you in that moment. It's not too good to be true. So be aware that that is what the energy is looking like. And the neurolinguistics that came out was, the first one was symbols of transformation. Symbols can anchor resourceful states, just like gestures or sounds. Remember, we were saying about, anchoring when you put your fingers together like this, like something that I do that I always show you guys. Symbols can be in the same way used, like such as imagining butterflies as an emblem of personal breakthrough. Feel yourself rising from old limitations as you visualize a symbol vividly in your mind. Imagine that wish fulfillment coming your way, right? Imagine the symbolism of butterflies as an emblem of personal breakthrough. And you're going to realize that, you are rising from those old limitations because you are visualizing these symbols vividly in your mind. You're realizing that you don't have to be in that lack mindset. You can see things in an abundant way. That wish fulfillment is coming your way. With practice, symbols can become neurological access points. There's so much truth to this because how you see things can really change how that wish fulfillment comes in your direction. And become outcome oriented. It's easy to spiral into why something is difficult. So when you are outcome oriented, you focus on the results you want to achieve rather than the obstacles in your way. Realize that that wish fulfillment doesn't have to come with obstacles. You can see it, that it can come very easily towards you because it doesn't have to be obstacles in your way. Seeing the destination, it helps your nervous system to navigate the way. So keep that in mind when you're seeing that wish fulfillment coming in your direction. You're like, wait a minute, this couldn't be this easy. Positive assumption. You don't have to always think there's a negative assumption behind things. You can look at things in a positive way. Because if you're feeling conflicted in your mind, you have to change how you're thinking about things. Assume a positive intent. Ask What might they have been trying to achieve? When you reframe the motivation, you soften the emotional charge and open space for resolution. If you're feeling that conflicted feeling in your mind, like this is coming way too easy, realize that you can change how you think about that. And then we have the angel numbers 347. For some of you, stop ignoring your health issues. Take care of your health. It's very important. 347. There is an urging from your angels to take seriously the health matter that you haven't let fall by the wayside. How you treat your body is important. It shows self love and care. Reflect now on what you've been avoiding. Make a doctor's appointment or address the concerns you've been putting off. For some of the collective, if you're ignoring any health issues, now's the time to pay attention to those. And the next number that they both came out flying at the same time, release drama. 564, serve your highest good. You're being asked to let go of something in your life that no longer serves you. Your angels are validating that this situation or relationship is bringing you pain and a cycle of repetitive disruption. And a lot of times you could have situations of people in your life that are adding so much disruption that you are missing those wish fulfillments because they are distracting you from focusing on those abundant mental state. Rather, they're putting you in that lack. They're putting you into that survival mode, and you need to release those types of situations and people. Your angels want you to lovingly reflect on who you are when you are with or without this situation or relationship in your life. Take a moment to pause and do a full body stretch now. Release the energy that no longer serves you and feel it leave. It is really important to gauge your environment and to see what is not serving you and release those things, because it can impede on those wishes being fulfilled. And we look at the word of the day, simplicity. It is what it is, plain as day, simplicity, unenhanced and unaltered, no decorations or excess frill. This is as pure as it gets. If you were looking for something extra, you will not find it here. No, in simplicity, you're not going to find anything extra. You can let things be as they are. You can make it through with minimal requirements. Everything doesn't have to be difficult. You do not always have to have the newest or most advanced. You do not have to know it all. You are not expected to have all the answers to every question. You cannot possibly learn it all. The basics. In a broad view of the hierarchy of needs, a majority of your needs are met to some degree. Some may need adjustment, but you are alive. And in preparation with setting your intentions, because this is an energy check, right? Ask yourself these questions. How can you return back to the basics? How are you overcomplicating things? Are you overthinking things in your life? Are you looking at these wish fulfillments and being like, oh, I don't know, this came a little too easy, right? Because that's kind of the message in this reading. When it's not dressed in bells and whistles, are you still intrigued? Look at the simplicity in life. Look at how things are represented to you. And so what I did was, since we're having this new moon total solar eclipse, I pulled moon cards and two of them came flying out. And it's interesting because both of them are in Leo. So we're going to first look at the full moon, and I'm going to look at the guidebook here. We have a guidebook with it. So the full moon in Leo, which is this card right here. And this says, don't let pride get in your way. And we're going to go ahead and look and see what the guidebook says. Have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for your greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you're not been doing as you would have been done by lately, let me read that again. If you've been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your own needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships. Attuned to the moon, Be magnificent without being plain too much. Additional meanings to this card could be self-esteem is good, variety is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed, work some magic. A friendship may be ending now. Again, right? Look at your dynamics. Look at what is influencing you in your life. And the teachings, when the full moon comes into Leo, it can be a wonderful, great time where people can feel more confident to show the world their talents and assets. That's the upside of lunation and of this card, no matter where you pull it. However, take note that the Leo full moon combination creates a sort of tension between your needs and the needs of people in your network. Leo full moon is a time to release pride. And then we're going to take a look at the next card that came out, which is new moon in Leo. And we're going to take a look at that one. And that one says, confidence is your key to success. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. Wish fulfillment. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Wish fulfillment, everybody. For everybody, that wish fulfillment is going to look very different. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Attune to the moon. Make time for fun. Let that inner child rise. Additional meanings of this card could be, it's time for you to show the world what you've got. Shine your light. Have some pride. Spoil yourself. You've earned it. You've turned someone's head. And the teachings are, Leo is the sign of the big and brave-hearted lion, of pride and showmanship and flirting. The energy around the new moon in Leo, and therefore around this card, wherever you pick it, is hot and generous. The energy loves itself, and so should you. If you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card and the Leo new moon comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. Absolutely. All right, everybody, this was the energy check. We'll catch up later when we do the shadow work reading later on today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Blessings.